The man was there, inside the airport, in plain sight, walking through a crowd of people. His face was clearly captured on camera. He was supposed to be flying home to Germany. He was alone. He was heading toward the departure area. Because of severe ear pain, he entered the airport medical office. He spoke briefly with a doctor. Then he sat down and waited. A few moments later, the door opened. A stranger walked inside. And in that exact moment, everything changed. Lars Mittank suddenly jumped to his feet. Witnesses said he looked terrified. He left his luggage behind. He left his phone behind. Then he ran. He sprinted out of the airport as if his life depended on it. Passengers stared. Staff members watched. But no one stopped him. He climbed over a fence, then ran straight into a massive sunflower field and disappeared. After that day, no one ever confirmed seeing him again. 2014, Varna Airport, Bulgaria. A man vanished in front of everyone. Lars Mittank was a young man from Germany. He had family. He had friends. By all accounts, he was living a normal life. Nothing about him suggested he would become part of one of Europe's strangest missing person cases. In the summer of 2014, he traveled to Bulgaria with friends for a holiday. At the time, Bulgarian beach cities were popular with young European tourists. Warm weather, blue water, cheap prices, bars and clubs that stayed open late into the night. It was the kind of trip many people dreamed about. Sun during the day, music at night, a short break from real life. Lars seemed to be doing exactly that. Eating with friends, walking the beach, drinking beer, taking photos, laughing. Nothing looked unusual. Nothing felt dangerous. It appeared to be a normal vacation. But sometimes the most disturbing stories begin on ordinary days. During the trip, Lars reportedly got into an argument at a bar with several unknown men. The exact reason has never been confirmed. Some said it involved football team rivalry. Others said it may have started over eye contact or a minor misunderstanding. It may have seemed like nothing serious at first. Just another late-night argument in a tourist area. But the outcome mattered. Lars was injured. Reports say he was struck near the ear. That detail is important. An ear injury can cause more than pain. Dizziness, pressure, ringing sounds, loss of balance, nausea, sudden anxiety, and changes in air pressure during a flight can make those symptoms worse. Local doctors reportedly advised him not to fly immediately. His friends returned to Germany as planned. Lars stayed behind alone, in a foreign country, in pain, separated from the people he trusted. Many believe the real story may have started right there. After his friends left, Lars was completely alone. He was in an unfamiliar place. He did not have the comfort of home. He did not have close friends beside him. And according to reports, his condition did not improve. He changed hotels. Then witnesses began describing strange behavior. Lars seemed nervous. He acted like someone was watching him. He reportedly said people were following him. Some said he looked for places to hide. Others said he repeatedly checked doors and windows. He watched the hallway. He watched strangers passing by. He seemed intensely alert. The question was simple. Was someone truly after him? Or was fear beginning to distort everything around him? No one knows for certain. But one thing seemed clear. Lars was becoming more afraid. Lars began sending messages to his family. At first, they seemed short and ordinary. But over time, The messages became strange, confused, disconnected, hard to understand. His family immediately felt that something was wrong. This did not sound like the Lars they knew. One message is often repeated when people discuss the case. Mom. What is cefuroxime 500? He had reportedly already been prescribed medication, yet suddenly seemed alarmed by it. Why ask about it then? Why did the medicine suddenly matter so much? Antibiotics like this are commonly used. Most people take them without serious problems. But in rare cases, people have reported confusion, severe anxiety, paranoia, even hallucinations. That does not prove it happened here, and it does not happen to everyone. But many still wonder if Lars was already in a fragile mental state. Did the medication make things worse? Then came another message, more direct, more frightening. 4 men are following me. His family was shocked. If that message was true, then Lars was in real danger. If it was not true, then he believed danger was surrounding him. Either possibility was terrifying. His family was in Germany, hundreds of miles away. They could not rush to him immediately. They could not see what was happening. All they could do was try to calm him down. You will be home soon. Just get on the plane. Everything will be okay. But his fear kept growing. And eventually, Lars headed to the airport. His family likely felt relief. He was finally coming home. They had no idea the real mystery was about to begin. July 8th, 2014. Lars Mittank arrived at Varna Airport in Bulgaria. This was supposed to be the end of the nightmare. One flight, and he would be back in Germany, back with family, back in familiar surroundings, back where everything could calm down. To anyone watching, he did not immediately look like a man in crisis. CCTV footage showed him walking alone. He had his belongings. He moved through the terminal like any other traveler. But when people studied the footage later, small details stood out. He kept looking behind him. He stared down hallways. He paused for no clear reason, then started moving again. As people passed nearby, his eyes kept shifting. He looked like someone searching for a threat or trying to avoid one. The airport was crowded, busy, normal. Yet Lars appeared completely isolated inside it. Then, before boarding his flight, he made one final stop. He entered the airport medical office. Lars went to the clinic because of his ear. He reportedly wanted to know if it was safe to fly. The room was small, a desk, medical equipment, a doctor organizing paperwork, and Lars, unable to stay still. He sat down, then stood up again. He paced the room. He looked at the door. He looked at the ceiling. He stared into empty space. At moments, he appeared to be listening for something. At other moments, he looked like he was watching something no one else could see. The doctor seemed calm, routine, professional, completely focused on his work. But Lars did not look calm at all. He flinched. He froze suddenly. His lips moved as if he were quietly talking to himself. He stared into the distance for several seconds, then sharply turned his head. That short stretch of CCTV footage has been analyzed for years. People still replay it, trying to understand what he was experiencing. Then, the door opened. A man walked into the room. He did not appear to know Lars. Some people later claimed he looked like airport staff. Others said he may have been a construction worker. Some described work clothes. No clear identity was ever confirmed. The man entered quietly. Only seconds passed. Then Lars looked directly at him. and instantly his behavior changed. He stepped backward, his body language became defensive, his face looked panicked. He seemed like someone who had just seen the exact thing he feared most. According to later reports, Lars shouted something close to this: "I do not want to die here." There is no confirmed audio recording. The CCTV footage had no sound, and official records remain unclear. But that statement became one of the most repeated details in the case. Whether he truly said it or not, what happened next is undeniable. He ran. Years later, the doctor said he first thought about chasing Lars, but then he saw Lars's eyes. He said the expression was not simple surprise. It looked like pure terror, like a man fleeing something only he understood. The doctor later admitted it frightened him too. Without explanation, Lars rushed out of the medical office. He burst through the door and sprinted through the airport hallway. He left his luggage behind. He left his phone behind. He did not collect his ticket. He moved with one purpose: escape. People noticed immediately. Employees watched him run. Travelers stopped walking. Some turned to stare. But Lars never slowed down. He never looked back. He did not look like a late passenger. He did not look confused. He looked like someone running for survival. No one around him knew why. He crossed the airport exit and ran outside. External cameras captured the final known moments. He moved past parked cars. He ran near the road. Then he climbed over the airport perimeter fence. Beyond that fence was a huge sunflower field, tall plants, dense rows, a place where visibility disappeared quickly. Without hesitation, Lars ran straight into it, and in the final footage, he vanished into waves of yellow, as if the field swallowed him whole. After Lars Mittank disappeared, local police and search teams moved quickly. The last known direction he had taken was toward the sunflower fields, open land, and wooded areas beyond the airport. The terrain mattered. Tall plants nearly the height of a person, dense rows blocking visibility, wide agricultural land, open patches leading into tree lines. It was the kind of place where someone could disappear from sight within seconds. The search area expanded fast. Search dogs were brought in. Volunteers reportedly joined the effort. Roads around the airport were checked. Investigators considered multiple possibilities. Did someone pick him up in a vehicle? Did he run in another direction? Did he ask anyone for help? Did he collapse somewhere nearby? But the result was always the same. Nothing. No bag, no clothing, no clear trail. His phone had already been left inside the airport, and no confirmed evidence showed what happened next. A man was seen running in broad daylight. Minutes later, it was as if he had been erased. As time passed, the case only became stranger. How does someone disappear beside an airport, near cameras, near roads, near people? Lars was clearly captured on video, but after that, there was no reliable trace of him anywhere. Even today, people continue debating what happened. The first theory is psychological collapse. Lars had an ear injury. He was alone in a foreign country. He had days of fear, stress, pain, and exhaustion behind him. Some believe it all built up until it exploded into panic. Supporters of this theory point to his behavior in the clinic: restless movements, sudden reactions, extreme fear. The second theory involves medication. He had reportedly been taking antibiotics. Most people use them without serious issues, but rare reactions can include confusion, anxiety, paranoia, and altered thinking. Some wonder if medication intensified an already unstable state. The third theory is clear: real danger. Maybe Lars truly believed certain men were after him because someone actually was. Maybe the stranger entering the clinic triggered immediate recognition. Maybe his fear was based on something real. His reported words, "I do not want to die here," are often used to support that theory. But no direct evidence has ever confirmed it. The fourth theory is accident. After running into the field, he may have become disoriented. He may have been injured. He may have collapsed somewhere never discovered. Yet despite searches, no decisive trace was found. That is why most people still divide themselves between Theory 1 and Theory 3. Lars's family never gave up on him. His mother said in interviews that she hoped her son was still alive. The behavior before his disappearance was so unlike the person they knew. They did not believe he would simply cut off contact, throw everything away, and choose to vanish forever. Over the years, there were many reported sightings. Someone claimed to see him in Germany. Others believed they saw him in Brazil. Some said Eastern Europe. None of those reports led to proof. There was no body, no confirmed crime scene, no verified sign of life. For the family, the case never truly ended. They were never able to say goodbye. They were never given answers. To them, Lars is not someone who disappeared. He is someone who has not come home yet. He remained in the record until the very last moment, walking through the airport, running past the exits, heading into the open field. Everything was captured, and then nothing. Lars Mittank vanished. No body was found. No crime was proven. No confirmed evidence showed he was alive. What remains is a few minutes of CCTV footage and questions that still refuse to die. What did he see inside that room? Did he recognize the stranger? Was someone truly hunting him? Or was he fighting a terror that existed only in his own mind? And why, out of all places, did he run into the sunflower field? Since the summer of 2014, people have replayed the footage again and again. They have searched for patterns, for clues, for one detail everyone missed. But even now, no one can say for certain what happened in those final moments when Lars Mittank ran out of Varna Airport. The cameras captured the final scene, but the truth never appeared. If this story left you wondering, the next one is waiting for you. Subscribe and stay with us.